Hi. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Vicky, and you're watching Vita with Vicky. And on this channel, we talk everything about my life and my family's journey to financial freedom. In today's video, we're going to be going over the January 29 budget. So, if you've been following me either here on Instagram or on YouTube for the last 7 months, you know that I've been unemployed and I just got a job. Yay! So excited. So, for the month of January, the reason this is coming up so late, guys, it's already January 8th and I'm barely doing this video, was because I really didn't know how much I'd be getting paid in January, and I still don't really know what the budget's really going to look like. So this is a true guesstimate. And so you're going to be seeing a bunch of things here that I am just guessing on, and we'll have a better idea come February. But like always, I wanted to share this with you. If you're interested in why I've been unemployed for the last 7 months, I'll link the video down below as to my story about how I got laid off. And then for all the other videos, you can follow along, take a look, and I just talk about exactly what we've been doing for the last 7 months in each month's video. You can find out more information. I post on stories probably almost every day on Instagram, so the link's down below as to how you follow me. I'd love to have you as one of my followers. So with that, let's jump into the January 2019 budget. So I'm going to zoom in here to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so if you're interested in, just to start out, if you're interested in this spreadsheet, I do have a free link below. It's just a template spreadsheet. You can feel free to utilize and change up as you want. You just go in and make a copy of it. Okay, so a husband's salary is pretty much stable. It sometimes fluctuates a little bit here and there. So I had budgeted $4,700, but it came in under by $174. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but I don't really question it. So I did get my first check for this position. It is a base salary plus a bonus position. This is just base salary. I honestly don't know. Like I said, I'll probably have a better idea as the months come in. So right now I'm just kind of guesstimating and waiting to see what they give me. Daycare reimbursement. I also did a daycare reimbursement for this new job, but I didn't see it get taken out of my paycheck, so I actually have to call and find out. But federally, you can do up to $5,000 pre-tax dollar for daycare reimbursement, so I did do that one. Transfer from savings. I don't think I need to do this. This is when I was unemployed, so let's go ahead and delete that one. Okay, rent from condo. If you've been following me, you know that we own a condo in Southern California. That's how much the rent is. I still need to make a video as to show you where we're still not in the positive for that. Oh, correction. We paid off our HELOC loan. Oh, that's another win for 2018 that I haven't shared here on YouTube. We paid off our HELOC loan. I think what I need to do is do a separate video just for that because I don't want to take away from the 2019 budget, but more to come on that. Extra and supplemental. This is anything that we get extra, like an extra income of some sort. My husband got a second check in the mail or in direct deposit, and I don't really know what it was for, but this is the amount it was for. And then overages. This is cash envelopes and the extras that we had left over for December. So we had 166 left over for groceries. All right, so total income estimated is $11,950. And again, if you're just seeing this for the first time, I live in Northern California. Okay, so we have our condo and our primary residence, and I pay our mortgage twice a month, every other Tuesday. If you're curious about why I do that, to me, I'm paying down our principal faster, but it does do an extra payment at the end of the year. If you're interested in that, I do have a video down below letting you know as to why and what that works. You can always call your lender and ask them if you were to do this, how that would affect your compound interest, and you'd be surprised at how much you'd save just by splitting the payment in half. It's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so what I do, guys, is you'll notice here, let's just go up, budgeted and actual. So I budgeted for this amount for the payments, and then if it's anything that, is, excuse me, I budget these to come out, and then the actual number is here. So if anything fluctuates, I do it here. I also color code it. I turn everything yellow so that I know what still is outstanding to be paid. So for example, the house gets paid on the 4th and the 18th. So I know that the 18th hasn't come out yet. My HOA, I actually did send that out. I need to find out if that cleared. Childcare, I paid that. That's actually going to be a little different for January. So if you follow my video on cash envelopes, you'll know that I used to do a cash envelope for childcare, but I have since changed it because now we have 2 kids in daycare and it's a lot more money, and I really didn't want to have to go to the bank and get that amount of cash. So we're going to be paying her electronically via Zelle. Gas and electric, you'll see here that it did go up by $25.59. I'm sure just the heater, using the heater. And then we'll go through, and pretty much these estimates tend to stay the same. Nothing really changes. So with waste management and water, these come out every 2 months or every 3 months. So I just do like little mini sinking funds in my savings or in my primary checking account and just leave the money there, so that at the end of 2 months or at the end of 3 months, I already have the money set aside for them. So with that, total fixed expenses is $6,645. And so far I've paid $3,775, but you see that there's still so many things to pay out. And as they start clearing my accounts or automatically get debited, I put in the number in here. The other thing I do is, just to be fully transparent, I do use credit cards. So some of these do get put into some of these do get auto debited to a credit card, and I do that for travel hacking and for points. So as soon as they get on that credit card, I automatically pay them off. So that's what I do. And it's just a formula. So for example, 4220, once I put it in here, if I move my cursor over here, it lets me know 4220 to the Amex. So again, if you want this spreadsheet, the link is down below. Okay, cash envelopes. So I do have a cash envelope for groceries. Even though this month is a 5-week month for me because I count Mondays, I actually had leftover grocery money. How did I work it? I think I went grocery shopping at the end of December, and so I really didn't count the first week of January because I already had groceries for some reason. So this week was the first week that I went grocery shopping, which is technically the second week of January. So I spent $65.83 so far. Kenna is my cleaning lady. I already put her 2 envelopes. My husband's money and spending money and my spending money, I keep it all in our Corning file. You can watch my cash stuffing envelopes video to see what I do. This is a new category here, classroom. And the reason for this is my husband contributes to the teacher lounge in his pod for the grade level that he teaches. They all alternate who buys coffee, the coffee grounds. And, that adds up, as well as he likes to buy Starburst for his classroom. And so that was always coming out of our budget. And now with the second baby and diapers being as much as they are, $40 is $40 a month. And that could be a box of diapers for me. So I really wanted to just take that $40 out of our grocery budget, or excuse me, have a separate budget for that as opposed to taking it out of my grocery budget. I really want those $40 in my grocery budget because my grocery budget does account for consumables, toilet paper, paper towels, diapers. That's all included. So total cash envelopes, $980. Okay, electronic sinking funds. This is where I spend most of my time in the videos for monthly Plan With Me videos. And our emergency fund, it's fully funded. Over here on the right, my head is in the way. Let me move myself here. This is not the accurate amount. I actually have to update this. It's about, I believe we have about $10,000. In my next video for February, I'll have an accurate amount, but that's what I have roughly right now. And the reason for that, just wanted to let you guys know for full transparency, is that with me being laid off a few times over my career, my husband and I just don't feel comfortable having $1,000. We will be debt free by the end of this year, and consumer debt free. So actually, we are consumer debt free if you don't count student loans. But anyway, we will be debt free other than our mortgage by the end of 2019. So excited for that. Life happens is still the same. Date night is still the same. We hardly ever use date night, so that accumulates. We're starting our Christmas sinking fund all over again. Dining out and gas, I'll talk about that in a second. Pest control, they come quarterly. I put 40 aside for that every month. These are all housed, by the way, in Capital One 360. So my referral code is down below, and I am going to do a video on my sinking funds and how I use Capital One 360 here in the next month. DMV renewal, $40 a month. Car maintenance, $100 a month. Vacation, right now we're having it at 0. I'm hoping that we get a tax refund and that we can put some money here. But for right now, we do have a planned vacation this summer to Legoland. But I'm hopeful that we can have some money set aside. Home maintenance, $50. I did add this year birthdays back in because I just don't want to cash flow those. And then summertime, I want to have a set amount reserved for summertime when my husband is home, whether we use it for eating out or fun money. And then a medical sinking fund for copays. So total sinking funds are $1,070. And then I left this in because I want to delete it with you guys on YouTube. I'm so excited to say that we have paid off our second mortgage on our condo. We paid off our HELOC loan. I'll talk more about it in another video, but I'm just so excited. So I just wanted to do this with everyone on video to delete this row. Woo! Now, as true Dave Ramseyites, we will... we don't follow him to the T, but we do appreciate him. And we will be adding that 40220. I think it was, geez, what was it? 40245. Okay, so what you do, if you're not familiar with formulas on the spreadsheets, you would say plus 402.45. And we will be adding that amount to the student loan. So the student loan was $350.20, that's automated, and then I'm going to put in that additional extra. But if you have followed me on YouTube, you know that I have an AES video that talks about the student loan company that holds my student loans and how they do not they don't even give you an option to put extra principal on the website. It's such a, don't even get me started. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. I have to call them to see if they will take off that paid ahead status, or do I just create a sinking fund and put that extra $402 every month until I get a big chunk and save up the amount to pay it off completely. So my husband and I have been debating back and forth. We would really like to pay it off every month, but I have a feeling we're gonna have to just create a mini sinking fund. But anyway, we have that money for the snowball, so I'm so excited. And with that and tax returns and extra side hustles, I think we'll be able to get this paid off by the end of 2019. So with that, that's kind of a rough estimate on the 2019 budget. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to go over this with you. There's a little more to go over, but since I'm not 100% sure what this is going to look like, I really just want to kind of keep it basic. So with that, I hope you guys are having a great start to 2019, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.